A new challenge, a new technique, a new help. My name is Hussam. I'm a tattoo artist. I own Black Ink, and I work with loads of good artists. And this video, especially for the beginners, to get a little bit more help how to start tattooing, because as you all know, when you want to be apprentice, you will never ever get chance to be inside tattoo studio. It's like kind of impossible. And of course, because it's loads of problem, and the main problem, which I found it as well, it was like a little bit unfaithful, I'll say, of the apprentice when he learned in the tattoo studio. Unfortunately, when he trained somebody to come as an artist, for some reason, I don't know why, he always come as an enemy to the person who you train, because they look at you and think he's greedy, he's this and that. It's only because when you train somebody, after you train him and you try to get benefit from him, loads of tattoo studio out there, they'll give you a little bit of greener grass out there and think you're gonna earn more money and this and that. But you don't realize when you leave the tattoo studio, you stop learning, because you move to be a self-employed tattoo artist. And what does that mean? That means you're not gonna get no more help, because you're not apprentice. You went there as an artist, so they don't look at you as apprentice. So this is a big mistake loads of people they do. And I'm only telling you this because I've seen the people who they train in my place and they leave me. Some of them that stayed with me, and if you follow my page, you'll see people who they was learning at Black Ink, how much they develop in a short time than the other people who they left my place and thought the grass is green out there, and they get a little bit greedy, think they're gonna earn more money. If you look at their work, they haven't moved yet. Since they left my place, they're still the same. And not just me, I've noticed it about loads apprentices who they left where they was training to go elsewhere, and they say the same. They'll move really slow to learn after that, because they're too busy to get clients, they're too busy to earn money, they're too busy, and they just leave the big opportunity and move to just the money wise. And of course, I'll say good for you. That's what you want. Go ahead. I'm not bothered. You stay where you are. I'll stay where I am. But you lost a big opportunity. Now, anyway, that's why loads of tattoo studios, they don't take apprentice no more, unfortunately. But it could help you out. If you are like an artist, you must have a good background. You must have a really good knowledge to be tattooist, because it linked together. And this video will give you a little bit more technique, a lot bit more help about how to come as apprentice, because maybe this video it'll open the door for you more. And what I mean by that, maybe you go to tattoo studio and say, look, I've been in practice myself in my house. I bought this fake skin, what I'm gonna explain to you what to use. I've got a tattoo machine, I've got some needles, and I've been in practice. I know how to hold the tattoo gun. I've got a little bit of steady hand. Maybe with your help, I can move quicker, and then I'll start earning money for you and for myself. Then people, they'll say, oh, wait a minute, I'm not gonna waste too much time to train him. I'm not gonna do it from scratch. Maybe in a really short space, he start earning money for me, start earning money for him, which is a great deal. And I think he'll open the door for you. When you mention like some really good artists you've been watching as well, and I'm not saying you need to mention me, I'm not bothered, but you need to mention the other artists you've been following, you've seen the technique, and you've been in practice on the fake skin, and you know about needles, and you know about the tattoo guns, and you know about all these things. Maybe the tattoo studio think, oh, there's opportunity there for me to train him a little bit more and start earning money, because end of the day, everybody needs to earn money. If I'm gonna have somebody in my place, I want to earn money from him. I don't want to have him here just because I like him. At the end of the day, it's a business, And try to be more faithful. Don't make that mistake what the others do. Tattoo artists, you have to have a good attitude, nice attitude, not stink attitude, and would like someone he think is all of a sudden because he come as apprentice and he's going to be tattoo artist, is going to be like kind of like a stuck-up person. You don't need to do that. Plus, you need to look after yourself. You need to always dress nice. You need to always make sure you don't drink and go to work, because your breath, it be stink. So avoid these things, you know, avoid the drugs, stay away from drugs, because you're working on people's skin. So these I'm telling you these things because of my experience. I went through few people and I know what the problem they had. So please listen to me, because it'll open the opportunity for you, you know. And make sure you'll have portfolio. So if you want to apply for a job on a tattoo studio, make sure you tell him, hello, look, this is my drawing. I've been a practice on drawing. I have quite a bit knowledge about drawing and a little bit more about background. I've got a background about what shade to use, how to mix the colors. You know, I'll need your help to show me on technique on the skin to move on and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk too much because I can talk forever. Try to explain to you guys how to step into tattoo studio. This video, maybe it'll help you out, maybe not, but I really hope it'll help you out on this video. What you need to do, first things, you need to go online and buy 50 pieces of fake skin. Fake skin is the best to practice on. And I'm not saying you're gonna do loads of design on it. We only ask you to buy fake skin and practice on it, so you can actually get used to this tattoo gun, how to hold it. As you know, when you hold something first time in your life in your hand, you wouldn't like it. Your thinking is enjoyable. 2 minutes later, you'll hate it. So that's why fake skin is a great idea. And I can't remember, I think I paid, how many, 2, 4, 6, I think it's 10 pieces here for £9. I bought it on Amazon, so it's about 50p, £1 a piece. You buy it anyway online. I don't know what country you are on, so you might find it cheaper. Fake skin, it's great, as you've seen it. Fantastic stuff to practice on. It's like leather, you know, it's good, and it's about 1 mil thickness. Obviously it's more product out there, more expensive, but you don't need it, because in the day you only practice on it, so you don't need it. So this is a great idea. What you need to do with this, basically, you only need to do is write a letter on this. So have a letter in front of you or a book in front of you and just copy it, but with your tattoo gun. So you hold your tattoo gun, turn it on, and with your needle start writing a letter. And that's how you get used to the tattoo gun, so you know how to flow. Okay? Then the second thing is what you could do as well. It's put a stencil on it. What I mean by that, little bit of this stencil, tiny bit of that. You put it on the skin like a cream, tiny bit. Okay, you get the stencil out, you stick it on. You must leave it till the next day, otherwise it wouldn't dry and it wipe off easy while you're working. Look, I left it the next day and it's still a little bit, it'll come off because it's fake skin, it wouldn't stick properly. So you must leave it till the next day. It's better. And plus you can use 2 sides. So 2 sides you can use. And when you start using 2 sides, don't throw it away, keep it. Keep the first one and keep the last one, because you can always look at them both and compare them, how you moved on. Secondly, you can use the first 50 piece you bought for outline, and then you use them again for shaded. So use one side for shaded, one side for color. So you practice, you know, because we all need to practice. That's how you get better. Till now, I don't know, people, they love my work and they'll always talk about my work, and I've got massive clients, you know, and I work with TV, on Channel 5, I did the ITV as well, on TV ITV, I've got loads of footballers, rugby players, clients, you know, loads of this superstar sport people as clients. I'm buzzing about it, but I'm still practice, I'm still learning till now. because the day you stop learning, that's when the bad news come to you. So you'll always, you need to make sure you'll say, I'm learning. Never say I'm the best. Obviously, I tell everybody I'm the best because I like to knock people's confidence down, you know, as a joke. But you should always say I'm learning. So let's crack on the video and let's show you what you need to do. Don't forget, always gloves. Make sure you'll always stay clean, because I know you're using fake skin, but you need to treat it as you tattooing a customer in front of you. So you keep things clean. I have few needles here. I'm gonna explain to you few tricks about needles as well. This is my liner, 5 liner, and you'll see the back of it, of the needle of the package. It'll say 5L. L is a liner, S is shader, and above will say round with the R. So round liner, round shader. This needle is really tight. It will be almost like that. And the shader, that will be the needle more open. We use these for outline and we use these for color or shaded on the small pieces. You can use it for outline, for pin-up, like a really heavy outline, really thick outline. Yes, you can use the shader, but I don't anyway. And this is flat needles, or we call it it's flat needle, or magnum, you know, magnum with the M. So it starts with the M. And you got this curve, it starts with the C, MC. So curve, magnum, curve. Magnum curve mean is curved on the top. Magnum, normal magnum, it will be straight on the top. We use these more for shaded, not for colors. Some people, they use it for colors as well, but most of them use that. So these needles, you need to learn what to use and how to use them. And let's crack on the work. The first things you need to do, obviously that ink is not solid black. I don't like to use solid black on the fake skin, because solid black, it leaves too much mess. I use a dark shaded instead, dark shaded ink, and it helped me more and keep my work clean. And you'll always, you need to start, you start from the top going downward on the skin. When you start tattooing a human, you'll do the same. It's better to do it this way because it keeps your work clean. Okay, don't forget a little bit of Vaseline. I don't use Vaseline when I'm working on my clients, but I'm gonna use it on here. I don't like the Vaseline to use at all. It's not good things to use on the skin. So I use baby white inside the kitchen roll, and it keep the kitchen roll soft, and I prefer it like that. But I have to use Vaseline here so I can actually clean it easy. So stick your needle a little bit more, 2 mil out, beautiful. Make sure you fill it with the ink. So you'll always make sure your needle it's full, and then you try to go and give it a go on the outline. If you felt the outline is too long and you want to stop, you stop. Don't feel you should drag it. Don't, because it's no good. And we'll always have a beginning and an end when we start. So we do these things where you go up there and then straight there and then straight. No, you got to start at one point and stop at one point. And it'll always, and the reason behind that is because you'll always leave the point is really sharp. Okay, so your point, it will be really sharp. So you stop when you feel you want to stop. Okay, and then you go back to it, and you just, there you go. Okay, that's your first line. You can always turn it if you want to, if you feel more comfy, and then you go back, and there we go. You will never ever get comfy with these fake skin, because they are fake skin. They're not like a human. The human, the more solid skin that will be. These one that will be more annoying to work with. Okay, so these lines, and as what I said, start point, and finish point. Yeah, always do that. Make sure you always fill your needle with the ink. Because when you don't fill it, you do a line and then you think, where's the ink gone? And then you have to do it again, and it's no good to do 2 lines. You should do it all in one go, and happy days. I'll show you the difference between the liner and the shader. Shader give you more power, thick lines. And you see the needle more open. Okay, I've done this on purpose just to show you. If you can zoom in, you'll see the point is not great on here because I didn't stop. I just went down there and then straight down. That's when you give you a little bit a round point instead of sharp point. So that's why I say to you, avoid it. Don't get lazy. Stop when you need to. The flat needle, they're great for shaded, great for colors. Okay? And that's why I say to you, do not throw these away. After you finish lining and you really come through your lining and you think you're getting used to it, then you can always go back to the same stuff what you use and start shaded over it. So you practice on shaded, okay? So shaded is important, colors is important, outline is important, okay? So you make sure you do not throw these away, otherwise it's going to cost you money to use. Okay, so you practice more on shaded. Some people they use the shaded on just outline needle. Some people like me, I like to use the flat needle for shaded, because I think it gives you a lot more soft finish. Okay. You see it? That's practice on shaded. At the same time, you can practice on color. Obviously, as what I said, that's not solid black ink, so I'm using really dark shaded instead ink because it keeps the skin cleaner. Because this is a quick video, so I'm trying to help you as much as I can off the technique. So as you see now, it's more clear now, I think. So you practice, okay? So you practice, you get better. That's how we learn tattooing, okay? No chip in the shoulder, no egos, just learn and try to focus on yourself. Do not focus on the other artists, what they do, especially like artists yourself. Do not get involved with the artists. I mean, I don't know why loads of tattoo artists, they don't go on with each other and they're always jealous and they always try to avoid each other and try to not talk to each other and stuff like that, you know. I don't understand why. I've tried my hardest, like a mat in the city where I am, to speak to everybody and try to, when I open the studio, try to invite everybody for parties and stuff like that. It seems like it's really hard to get on with them, and they all like do dirty business behind your back, you know, try to snitch your apprentice and stuff like that, you know. So try to focus on yourself and mind your own business. That's the only way you can get better. I've tried it, worked really well for me, and I hope it worked really well for you. Please subscribe to my channel if you really like my video, and if you want to really learn more and more. I will leave my media links to catch up my work daily, because obviously we tattoo daily in the studio. So please follow me on Instagram and Facebook. If you like, and if you have any question, you need any help, it might give me more ideas to load on the videos the next time. So please comment underneath my video. And as well as I said, thanks for watching, and we'll speak soon.